I just got my rental car. I was gonna get a camper van, but then I realized that I'm not gonna have any Wi-Fi. So I just got this Suzuki. My friend hooked it up because he has like a car shop. So pretty much I'm getting like a way better rate than like any other rental place. I've driven a Suzuki before and I'm pretty sure it can handle all the roads that I'm gonna go through. I mean, it has curtains. Like if I really wanted to, I could sleep in here. I'll think about it. Usually I have a portable hotspot with me, but I forgot to pack it somehow. So when I was living in the RV and the van, my friend brought his Starlink. So that was super clutch and it was way better than my hotspot anyway. But yeah, I don't have any source of Wi-Fi or data. My phone is so slow already. So I was like, oh wait, gonna be in a camper van with no Wi-Fi? How am I gonna post my vlogs? Anyway, I'm just gonna run some errands right now and then adventure restarts tomorrow. First rest stop. I passed by one, but I was just really trying to rush to get to the park. But I really had to pee. So Hokkaido has like way less rest stops than like the mainland, which makes sense. But I was like driving so much and was just like, am I ever gonna hit a rest stop? Or even like a gas station. I haven't passed a gas station in so long. It's a good thing I have a full tank. As you can see, I have packed up the car, so everything I need is convenient. Almost like car camping days. I drive a lot better without shoes, so all my shoes are just like here and over there. And I haven't been able to Bluetooth because this requires a freaking pin. Never seen that in my life. And the car owner does not know the pin. Maybe there's like a universal pin that'll work or something that I can just look up, but I'll figure that out later because I'm kind of in a rush because I want to see the flowers. All these like bug splatters is literally from today, from my drive. There's been so many good views. I wish I could show y'all, but I'm like, you know, driving. But all be worth it when I finally get to the park if I get there on time. My plan was to like shave off hella time from the ETA, and then I kept getting stuck behind slow cars. And now I just stopped for a bathroom break, so I'm probably like gonna make it at the exact ETA or later. Oh my god, it's a Mazda Demio. That's like the first rental car I ever got in my life. Like, in my life. And it was in New Zealand. Finally found a gas station. Almost there, I think like an hour. It was a 4-hour drive. So I used to live in Hokkaido, but I lived here during the winter. So I've only seen all of this landscape in snow. Seeing it in the springtime, it's so beautiful. It's so pretty. It's so green. I mean, it's also beautiful when it's covered in snow, but I was really excited to travel around here during the springtime so I could see what it looks like underneath all that snow. Oh my gosh, we're here. It's so pink. Oh my god, this is amazing. Look, it's so pink. Okay, I have to get ready now. So I gotta go to my Airbnb now. I have to pick up the keys from the Airbnb host. This place was like mad cheap though. It was like $200 for 4 or 5 days. Actually, never mind. We're gonna make another stop because it's nice and sunny today. Quick little side quest. Problem partially solved. It's a MagSafe thing. I can now put my phone here so it won't fall off. My phone kept going flying while I was driving, and then I had this genius idea. So either it's genius or the whole thing is gonna go flying. Today it's gonna be kind of a short day. I'm limited on time because it's like gonna start raining and then it's gonna rain for the next few days, but I decided I'm gonna try to go onsen hopping and go to another spot that's like an hour away from each other, so we'll see if I have time for everything. I mean, I could onsen in the rain depending on how hard it's raining. Wow, it's not raining. Check out this viewpoint. Drive down the coast is so pretty, and it's gonna be raining all the other days I'm here, so it's not gonna look like this, so I thought I'd make a stop. Okay, back to business. So the last time I was here, it was all snowy and icy, and there were huge piles of snow, so I can finally see the beach. I can see the water. I really liked it, but I still want to get to the onsens, so I'm gonna try to bust my way over there. The first onsen, Ike no Yu, and the wild onsen, so it's just like out here in nature. People come like clean it up, I think like volunteers or something. This one does have a changing room. Some people don't come in here because there's algae, but there's not that much algae, and algae isn't necessarily bad. It does mean that there's bacteria, but it's not like dirty. It's more of like a texture thing, and you know, floating stuff in the water. This one runs right into the lake, so it has a flow. It's not just like a still body of water. I'm wearing a bikini because even though it's a wild onsen, it's pretty public. There's like a parking area over there. It says no camping, but I think those guys camped. People were recommending to wear a swimsuit for ladies because there's like a lot of, you know, Japanese creeps. And also like I said, algae is like not the end of the world, but like for some reason I just would rather have my cooch covered. It's not like bad or anything. I mean, if it's like a lot of algae, then like, yeah, it's kind of probably just like slimy and uncomfortable, and that probably means that there's more bacteria. There's like barely any algae in here. I like wild onsens better because they're, well, more in nature. They're free, and they don't have a tattoo policy. But in general, I just like to be in nature. The more natural, the better. Honestly, if there's algae, that means there's an ecosystem. It's more natural, but yeah, like I said, too much algae is kind of gross. But just this amount of algae is like not bad at all. This is one of the bigger onsens, I think, that I found. And I have it all to myself. There is algae like on the bottom, like on the rocks on the bottom, so that can be a little unsettling if you're not used to it. So I'm just staying in this little area. Away, so hopefully this one is just as good as this one. Okay, I don't want to creep because like that guy is like in there, but like look how cute his little home is. He has solar panels, a little window. I can see him right now. He's like on a computer or something. He must have Wi-Fi. That's sick. The next spot, Kotan Onsen. Oh, it also says no camping here. And don't go like walking around in a towel, but I'm just doing it because there's no one here. This one, no nude. No nude in the lake. So this is cool. This one's like right on the lake, so you can onsen and then cold plunge in the lake. I'm actually on the guy side, but I think it's fine because there's no one here. because it's cleaner than the other side and the water is flowing. The water is flowing on this side, and then the girls' side just kind of like accumulated a lot of stuff. Like I feel like it all flows like to the girls' side. And typically in onsen, men onsen more than women in Japan. Probably because women don't feel comfortable being nude and, you know, creeps and stuff. So I've noticed that like in Japan, a lot of onsens like will favor the men, or there will be a lot of like men's only onsen hotels, but not as many women's only ones. And some of them will have a huge, better men's side, and women can't go in, pretty much. And then the women's one sucks. Or they'll have an onsen hotel where only men can onsen and not women. So it doesn't surprise me that the men's side is a little bit more kept here. The water is warm. It's not as like clean as the other one. It's not like dirty. It's just, you know, more like algae and shit and stuff floating, and very wild, very natural. Wow, so this one's cool because it's between waters. So this one is apparently managed by volunteers. Wow, it's like super clear. Although I do think this one is like the clearest. I don't know if it's the cleanest. There's lots of algae, but it's like the water is super clear. Hot. This is the last wild onsen that I could find. Yeah, like they're all pretty like close to each other. So I literally just went onsen hopping today. I love it. There's no one here. I got everything all to myself. So I saw a hiking trail and I just decided to go. I said, say less. Does that mean it's warm there? The onsens are, because this lake is like on a volcano, it's heated by like underneath. Like that's how there's like onsens. If you dig deep enough, there'll be hot water. But that's just like coming out the side. I made it back. My phone's at 4%. I don't think I was gonna make it. I feel like I'm looking at the ocean, but it's the lake. I hope you enjoyed watching me explore and find hidden onsens. Thanks, I guess, for watching if you did. There will be more, of course. Bye.